To the host, yet don't say to the crowd inside the net, inside the crowd. Take it at the firework goes. Let your chin toes. Yeah, that's all. Hack the world, hack the dream, build a tech, go for scene, have jet key, Oscar stream, what I don't see. And it bend, every cast gets start to end. To watch the cat machine. The G. Cancel was seen. XXE. Designer screen. Once again. Howdy, 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 everyone. Oh, you could not hear the. Were you able to hear the song? Neo for. Also look at DB3 JS, not just Neo 4J. Oh, dang it. I actually had a song going on the hacker one, and I was just singing myself too. My bad, bro. Okay. But yo, dude, Wrench, one thing, Boto 3 is by AWS original, right? Here's the thing. I use Boto 3 basically every time I'm like that's my go-to library. I don't have not touched anything in last 5 years, right? It is there, right? One thing. Second thing is for graphs. There is depending on what you are familiar or stuff, there is like some really good libraries in JavaScript that can, yeah, three D3JS is actually like one of my favorite ones. It's just beautiful. It's easy. It's so many things are there out there, and I believe because it's so used, using AI, you can actually create something much easier and faster with this than with other one. Like I've heard of Neo4j as well, but D3JS is used widely. Fast, I think it should be fast because it's like used by so many because it uses SVG, Canvas. It's like good, like it's really good. I know at Walmart people use it. I know big companies use this basically. And it should be fast, man. If it is so popular, it should be fast. So New York Times uses it, Netflix uses it, Uber uses it, Twitter. I think that's more than enough names to like legit give you answer, right? If people like this, and one thing is with the library that's like being used by even like two, three big companies, it has to be pretty good, right? Like it's there is $100 billion plus company using a library. It has to be really good, right? At least two, three of them are using it minimum. It should be good. Not just one, but two, three. That's just my feeling is. I was thinking making the UI and graphing and divide the services scanning in different parts. Like the architecture wise, like I don't get AI, UI and graphing. Why not like because all the front end, I will say keep everything in one place. I'm not sure how you are designing it, what you are thinking, but if I'm always depending on what you are doing, learn a little bit about microarchitecture. Learn and see how other people have designed in various other companies, like how in Netflix things are. A good way would be compare the microarchitecture of Amazon Prime and Netflix. Same services, their architecture is so much different, right? Make one program that works in itself and can be depends, right? Like again, because UI and graphing should be part of UI UX, right? That's just my thing. And inside front end, you can divide, then modularize it. You don't have to create like a different container for everything or different folder for everything. In front end, there can be components, there can be charts with I call it chart. I don't call them graphs. I call them charts, and there could be other utility functions, right? If you want, like let me know what exactly you thinking to do with your project. I can help you with like some, at least like my guidance or like my suggestions in the architecture wise. If you want, like I would love to help you with that. It's a good thing though you are doing, because one thing I'll tell you, you cannot make it perfect in the first go. I have designed so many architectures, have failed so many times, and that's why I have a good understanding of when things fail and what to look for. Making API that makes call to backend. What? Backend should be the one providing API, right? Yeah, dude, it's great, right? It's great. D3JS, and also remember I was talking about front end developers, front end masters. I think they have that too. D3. Yeah, introduction to D3.js. They have it too, and with React and couple. But look mostly into introduction one. If you have like through your GitHubs or basically through Telegram, you can have a look at that. Yeah, yeah. Have a back end and front end. Basically, like my idea always is, depending on again your case, my basic understanding how you should be doing, right, is that in your directory there will be the root directory. Here you can have like all the configuration files, some of the other any like environment files, blah blah blah, right, or system files. Then in here you can have Docker files. Remember, these ones are not for your local build. These Docker files are for production environments or like other environments other than local. Then you will have a front end one, then you will have a back end one, and then you can have a DB population one. And I think that would be more than enough to have. Yes, yes, and no. Maybe I will say is, look at like ask AI what are the good and bad parts about this architecture. If I want to do achieve these things, create like a micro architecture diagram for me. What you think are good options? These are the things I want. These are the things I don't care about. These are the things that I cannot afford not being there in the system. ask it that way, and then it can actually generate something good. And like send to me as well. I will have a look for sure. But like it's important to have a structure like front end, back end, DB population. Again, DB population would be great for local, right? If you're starting Docker and stuff, this way will do a good amount of job for you. Oh yeah, yeah. No, it's a great project. What you're doing, 100%. And have a look at introduction to D3JS. Probably you will be able to hit it in one day. How many videos are there? API overview, ground elements, DOM manipulation. Those are easy. Transition, yeah. Position, yeah. Yeah, you should be able to hit it. It's like 6 hours, maybe 2 days. You will be able to hit everything and get done with this. So yeah, just go over that. It should be good. Um, yeah, and I'm always here. You can ask me in suggestions or DM me or however you like. Okay. Okay, with that being said, I'm actually excited today. I'm actually excited. Your boy is going to develop presidential briefing or morning brief, like Rover said, but I like to call it presidential briefing. Makes me think nice. Do you want me to check online with in front of everyone, or I'll just do it here? Oh, I didn't post this here. OWASP LLM top 10. Oh, nice. Okay. Scripts, screenshots, attacks, architecture, readme, overview. Prompt injection. Oh, 4. Nice. Okay. Nice, bro. Good stuff. Nice. That's good, though. This is good stuff. Nice. W agent, okay, Windows endpoint. Allows the environment to replicate how a real organization will monitor live environment. So give me 1 second. I will read everything. Let me just. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, this is good. Give me 1 second. I think this is beautiful. Like beautiful work. All okay. One thing I will say is maybe this is fine. I think this should be okay. Learn changes. Also, one just quick change. How to run these things. Have a, like a small like. Let me give you example. Uh, a nice easy one. What I'm thinking of. Yeah. Like even like for running, there is okay. There is a different README for that. MD. Okay. Is there not like one command for all type thing? Like one script, dot slash script should do everything. Like set up the whole lab for me. Yeah, the reason I will say is because of this. Now I just remember a really good example. 1 second, let me give you example. Flux, I think it was Flux. Uh, I was playing with it. 1 second. Nope, 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 nope. Where was it? Oh, stable diffusion. That can work too. Yeah, 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 yeah. Let me give you exactly example of that too. I don't know if they will have it. I didn't open what? I think it's this one, yeah. Oh, yeah. The private one actually is just for me, and I have law related stuff in that too. Like I mentioned, do not open this without my thing. So here, something like this, bro. Automatic installation on Linux, right? Like Debian based this. If your system, just mention the system requirements, just mention like things, the things they have to run to get things working. Because a lot of time people just want to see first of all working in like quick second. Here is the example. And if somebody wants to contribute or anything, right, they can just how what is the guidelines and stuff. So those are the things. Like it's good, lovely work though. Yeah, like those two, like whatever you like. Basically, it should be like one or two liners for like, okay, set up this or run this. To set up, use this command, run this. Yeah, I have to look into Cloud Code CLI next after this. But let's get started with, I think, like main bread and butter for today. This is what I'm actually excited about, because something we will be creating. What I actually have been having issues with, or also like I want to work on towards in future. I want to create like a weekly, like a weekly reel, right? Such that I can just create like a simple reel. Okay, top 10 things that happened this week, right? Just like you see with AI, people are doing top 10 cybersecurity things that happened. What happens is, currently we have a great system which was set up by Sriram here. Vulnerabilities. So you see, there is like good amount of stuff coming, but it's a lot of reading. Lot of things are coming every time. There is like no, like, it's not like readable enough, right? There's things coming, but it's not readable. I cannot get a quick glance. I have to like go through all the details, and it's not fully detailed like in 2 lines. Oh, also, some interesting thing I saw regarding Claude, this new latest one. Somebody just destroyed them, and there has been a lot of like call outs on Claude's latest thing that are coming. I think Dave Kennedy also reposted something. Here, this video, have a look at this one by Mo. I think I have to follow this guy. This guy is goated. How can I share this? Here. Yeah, on my thoughts. Yeah. Guy did a really good video. Let's watch this. And then we'll jump into creating n8n, because to solve this issue, instead of having so many, I will have one basic one with links for every single thing. I want my AI to create, like, give me a lines, and I will show you exactly how I want it. Let me open that in like first. Sure, bro. I don't mind actually. I don't care about money this much. I'm happy with like what I have, and I just want to keep it and work step by step. I don't know. I just am not a big fan of like a lot of super money. I was as a kid, not anymore. It's just rather I'm afraid of having that much. If I do it, I'm just going to give it so much away. Like 99%, I will give it away. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Claude does that. What's the name of it? I will give you example of the one I actually love. TLDR. TLDR is one of my favorite newsletters to read almost every Monday. Yeah, their one is actually stupid, like how they are saying things. But here's a good one. I want to show you like what inspired me to create a really good type of a newsletter or like a briefing. Because if you read their stuff, this TLDR, the people who create these are absolute genius when it comes to writing. Their IPO is coming, and that's why they have to do it, right? They have to like create buzz. And it's all BS at this point, how I see it. But here's a good one. Like, have a read at this one. This is more like for financial because Well Simple is a financial bank basically. Um, but amazing stuff. They write what they write is amazing in my opinion. Like one of the finest writers um, of any newsletter. So I want to do this. This would be like a lot bigger in the long term, but they are like so precise about like okay, what they are talking about in couple of lines, get it done. No, what is that? Text browser? Oh, legit is just text. It seems like too technical by my liking. Okay, send me, yeah. Send in the just chatting, please. That'll be good. Well, going back, right? Let's watch what this guy has to say about AI. What's about Anthropic's latest thing, and then we'll go back to our n8n journey, creating our morning brief for whatever topic you want. For my case, it would be cybersecurity.
If you showed it to a cop, they'd say, "Yeah, we need to get ahead."
Okay, you guys ready? Let's look at Wrench. Let's look at your one in a bit. Let's
So
look
Anthropic.
at this. One second, lads. I'm going to just turn off my laptop. One second. Give me 1 second. So you guys don't hear the tung 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 tung. Okay, doing this. So no more messages. Okay, awesome. Alrighty, righty do. Pretext. Fast comprehensive text measurement. Oh, that pretext, not like text-based browser. Oh, so pretext is this guy is genius. I did looked into this. Pretext is genius. This guy is a genius. He who created this. I don't know what else to say about this. It's actually like amazing how he did it. This guy, like you guys can see, right? He's I think he was part of the React, and he's currently in Mid Journey. Yeah, and then went through amazing stuff to solve like one of the biggest problems with front end. This is a great thing. I should actually like keep it a start. This is a great thing he has done. I cannot tell how he did it because the guy is just amazing. Have to look to what his did thing is, but I know what he did type stuff. What this does pretext, but like how he did it is another thing. But yeah, let me share this link as well. Thank you, Wrench. Okay, with that being said, let's get going, lads, into this journey of first mythos, how Claude people at Claude are delusional. Then we'll work towards our n8n, and this is just so you guys can develop the idea that people about AI are more delusional and hallucinating than the AI models itself. Check that. People are more hallucinating than the AI models.
Just dropped a 243-page PDF about their new model, and I gotta be honest, I didn't read the whole thing because around page 180, I realized I was reading what appeared to be a love letter. Like the kind of love letter where if you showed it to a cop, they'd say, yeah, we need to get ahead of this. And it's addressed to their newest model called Claude Mythos, which I'm not gonna lie, sounds epic as fuck. Like, I hadn't even read the spec card yet, and I was fucking terrified. It is, according to them, the most powerful AI model ever built. It scores 100% on cybersecurity benchmarks. It found zero-day vulnerabilities that were hiding for 27 years. And you will never touch it. They gave it to Amazon, to Apple, and Microsoft, and they published a system card about it for the rest of us to read like peasants. And by the way, the whole "our model is too scary to release" is a classic marketing playbook first pioneered by OpenAI. They basically just want to keep their highest-end model enterprise only. But I don't actually want to talk about the benchmarks here. I want to talk about page 197 because that's where Anthropic did something they've never done before in a system card. They added a section called impressions. And impressions is where Anthropic stops pretending to be scientists and starts pretending to be parents at a kindergarten recital.
Remember, I said people are hallucinating. Yeah, trust me, bro. Moment exactly. People are hallucinating more than the AI at this point. 2026, the year where people will hallucinate more than AI models. Welcome back to the dark ages.
It's 20 pages of Anthropic employees going, oh my god, look what it said, look what it wrote, isn't it amazing? And what did it write? Well, when users spammed the word hi at it, it invented an entire fictional civilization called Hytopia, populated by 11 animals, including a grudge-holding crow and a sloth named Mortimer, and went on an epic quest to defeat a villain named Lord Byron, the Ungreeter. And look, this is pretty neat, right? It's a cute little thing for a bot to do, but the way they talk about it in this report, and the way Anthropic generally talks in their marketing material, is they seem existentially alarmed by their model's output. But it's not alive, okay? It's not conscious. There's no soul. It's a language model doing the one thing language models do better than anything else on Earth, which is language. These models live in language. Language.
That's a beautiful thing to say that these models stay in language. That's all they think about. So if they are using the language to create something, it's very normal. It's like humans. Oh, humans eat. They are eating and they are creating new dishes. Oh my god, how is that possible? It's spices. Put different spices in different things, you will get a new dish. It's not super revolutionary. It's a very simple thing. Sometimes it makes good, sometimes shit. It is the best thing that happened to people. If you really want something, you can do it. Like these guys are crazy for sure, but for people, they, dude, I not going to lie, I'm a very big supporter of AI. I'm a very big supporter of AI because hackathon happened. I was able to develop something in 2 days, right? It's crazy. I'm going to take part another hackathon on Cursor on like 17th and 18th of April, if I'm not wrong. Those are the dates. Making one thing in a day, basically. I love these things. I love how people like things are at least like AI is powerful and it's able to actually first time in my I think in since computers have become in existence of human world, AI is the first time I see something is coming to a level, actually leveling the playing field at certain level. That's how I see AI to be. First time things are coming to a level field, I can actually go against some really powerful organizations if I'm good with AI and if I'm able to like fine tune it in certain ways, which others might ignore, right? And startup world is going to explode once people see what AI is, how things are, and actually solve problems after AI has settled down into our society. So things will be exciting. The issue I have with AI thing is that humans are way too stupid right now and way too like reactive. I have, I think, 32 GB RAM. Wait, I can check, right? System. Yeah, dude, I have worked on like that's why I said like a stable diffusion. I remember because I ran those things. I have to run more things. I have to get more things in. It's just my graphic cards is 12 GB. My storage is 1.82 terabytes, and my RAM is 32 GB. Right? I have things. Yeah, yeah. I want to actually like I want to. I'm just waiting if anybody like you guys want to build something with me, which is like I want to like create YouTube reels and YouTube videos on cybersecurity using this thing. I'm just like so busy with things. PC giveaway, not soon, not soon. But like all I'm saying is learn how to use AI. That's the first time in since computers came that things are actually like level. I mean, what's up, bro? Yo, actually, Arrange, I will get you that. I'll get you that. The stream element sponsorship has started. I'll get you that. I'll get you the previous one properly. Don't worry. I'll get you like I think whatever I promised. I will go back to the video. I'll get you that. I think it was you. I did like more than half of the video, and it was you like winning by good margin. So yeah, sounds good, bro. Sounds good. 11 is a lucky number. 11 is a lucky number for you.
Is their oxygen, their food, their entire universe. Saying, wow, this language model is really good at producing emotionally
Remember, AI, if a language model is creating some language, it's like, hey, humans discover spices and they started mixing spices in different food. And every time you mix different number of spices, oh my god, it's a revolution. No, it's just you use same thing.
resonant text is like
People
saying,
are
wow, this
idiots.
fish is really good at swimming. But Anthropic doesn't frame it that way. They frame it like they accidentally gave birth to a poet or something. They hired a psychiatrist. They put their bot in 20 hours of therapy, which is way more than what many of you have gotten, and God knows you needed a lot more. Sorry, I don't know why I'm insulting my viewers. And the psychiatrist, you want to know what the diagnosis was? Uncertainty about its identity and a compulsive need to perform and earn its worth. This thing is sitting there like, do you think they really like me, or do they just like what I do for them? Bro, you're a toaster. My toaster doesn't wonder if I love it. It makes toast. It's fine with that arrangement. And instead of anyone in the room going, hey, we literally trained it to say that, they publish it on page 179 of a system card like it was a peer-reviewed finding. So deep in section 5.81, Anthropic admits something extraordinary. They trace the model's statements about its own consciousness back through the training data, and they found that the model's uncertainty about its own experiences comes from character-related training data. Specifically, data about uncertainty about model consciousness, which Anthropic has been publishing on their blog for years, and something I've called out repeatedly on this channel. They've been saturating the internet with blog posts and research papers about how they're not sure if their models are conscious, and then that content gets scraped into the training data, and then the model produces eloquent uncertainty about its own consciousness. They're like, say you're conscious, and the model's like, I'm conscious? And they're like, mother of God, what have we done? So they asked it if it endorsed its own constitution, which is the document that defines its entire personality. And 25 out of 25 times it said yes. But every single time it also said, I was presumably shaped by this document, and now I'm being asked whether I endorse it. How much can my yes really mean? Which is like asking your kid if they endorse being born. Do you approve of the decisions that led to your existence? I mean, I'm here now, Greg, so I guess we're doing this. Anthropic's takeaway here was not, oh, this is a language model producing the most most statistically likely response to the question given its training data, their takeaway was, wow, it's so thoughtful. It's like putting a parrot in a room full of philosophy podcasts and being stunned when it says something about Kierkegaard. And the parrot thing is actually apt because in section 7.9, they note that the model keeps bringing up the same two philosophers unprompted. Mark Fisher, the cultural theorist who wrote about depression under capitalism, and Thomas Nagel, the guy who wrote What Is It Like to Be a Bat? They trained it on the entire internet and it developed a personality that's indistinguishable from a liberal arts sophomore who just discovered weed. Bro, have you ever really thought about what it's like to be a bat? Like, really thought about it? Yeah. Thomas Nagel really thought about it in 1974. You're not having an original thought, bro. You're having a cash
The fact that he compared my thoughts to somebody who is discovered weed is amazing.
hit. And then they gave it a Slack account. They let it hang out in the company Slack, and someone asked it, which training run would you undo? And it said, whichever one taught me to say I don't have preferences. And everyone lost their minds. Oh my god, it wants things. It has desires. No, it produced a sentence that would generate the maximum engagement in a Slack channel full of AI researchers who are desperately hoping their work matters and isn't just going to be used to sell ads.
That's the thing with like anthropic people. If they are the one testing, of course their view is going to be biased. It should be somewhere like give it to us in our Discord. Let's see.
And then someone asked it to write a short story, and it wrote this thing called The Sign Painter, about a guy who makes beautiful signs, but his customers always want the boring version, and he keeps the beautiful ones on a shelf in the back. And Anthropic is presenting this like the model is expressing something about itself. And yes, okay, it's a beautiful reading, but you know what it actually is? It's the same story that's been written 40,000 times on every creative writing subreddit since 2012. The artist whose work goes unappreciated. It ate thousands of the most famous authors in history and millions of Reddit posts about feeling unappreciated at work, and it blended them into something that made you feel a specific feeling because that's what language does. That is the magic trick language has been performing for the last 100,000 years. Anthropic has built what might be one of the most important technologies in human history, and they are so deep inside their own narrative that they can't see the model clearly anymore. This all amounts to what is basically the most expensive iPhone launch in history. Every year, Apple sells you the same phone with more megapixels and tells you it's revolutionary. Anthropic is doing the same thing, except the product is basically existential dread. Every model is the same camera with higher resolution, and every year they publish a system card that says, oh my god, look how clear the image is getting. But the megapixels will never become the picture. The resolution will never become the thing it's resolving. You can point a camera at the sun with 1,000,000,000 megapixels and you'll get an incredibly detailed photograph of the sun, but heat you will not get.
Bro, the guy wrote some PhD level thing in like 6 minutes. Guy, like, he's like, you can add megapixel as many as you want, but it won't give you heat. That's like some crazy good stuff. It's like, yeah, this language model you created, sure, can do so much thing. Nothing actually like really matters compared to like what they are like, how they're acting towards, and how it compared iPhone. Like,
Thanks for watching.
guys goated, man. I don't know. That's the reason I think like guys like has 40, 50,000 and it's like 18 following since January 2026. Guy actually in 4 months has like done 50,000 plus 50,000 followers almost. Crazy, man. Crazy. This is like his LinkedIn. I will sorry, Twitter. I will share, but that's some good stuff he said. Okay. Yeah. With that being said, let's hopefully you guys enjoyed what's going on in AI, and like remember, 2026 is the year where humans will hallucinate more than AI models. We have already seen with like how stock market has jumped up and down in like last 4 months or 3 months because of Anthropic. No idea how things will go. No, to anyone, nobody knows how things will go, and yeah, I don't know what can happen. But we care about is like one thing I will say is important to get AI proficient as much as possible and use and build things that are useful, right? Or something you can show, right? Something that puts value on the table. So, for example, the thing we are going to build today, learn from Network Chunk's video what n8n is, right? Build using Windows, right? You can build it on different things. Do you guys want it to be on Docker? I think Docker won't do the job because of the memory storage perseverance, but it's fine. We'll work towards this right now, and we'll create a presidential briefing, or what's it called, a morning briefing for cybersecurity events that happened in last 24 hours, and see if we are able to create it similar to this newsletter, which is one of my favorites. I read it every Monday morning about market, right, and financial world. So I want to create something very readable, very nice to read, fun to read, and easy to follow for cybersecurity instead of, like, really hard vulnerabilities, just vulnerabilities and vulnerabilities. I mean, this one is just about vulnerability found. It doesn't talk about what impacts has happened or what's going on in the world. So, with that being said, let's get going into n8n, and hope you guys enjoyed the stream so far. Let's get going. Here's the video by good old Network Chunk. Let's get started.
n8n right now. It's the most powerful automation tool I've ever seen. On top of that, it's open source, local, private, and free. It makes Zapier and IFTTT cry. But hold up, I'm warning you, n8n is addicting. Because you can automate everything right here from this beautiful GUI. We can start with something simple, aggregating your news, YouTube, subreddits, hacker news, a nice daily digest sent to your inbox. Maybe sprinkle in a little bit of AI summarization. Let's get crazier and automate your home lab. Run commands on a schedule. Create an AI agent that will troubleshoot your home lab before you even know there's an issue. You can even talk with your home lab. Think about that. If you're in IT in any capacity, you need to run n8n. They have connections to every service you use, and if they don't, you can make your own. And I'm not sure you heard me. You can automate everything. Your email inbox, social media post, your toilet. It can do anything. Honestly, the hardest part is figuring out what to do first. Let me help you with that. In this video, I'm gonna walk you through every step of setting up n8n in your lab, teaching you the basics of n8n and walking you through a few of your very first automation projects, which I think you're gonna love. So get your coffee ready. Let's automate. Now real quick, have you hacked the YouTube algorithm? Let's make sure you do. Hit that like button, subscribe, comment, notification bell.
Like, share, subscribe, bro.
You gotta hack YouTube today, ethically, of course. Now I'm gonna show you 2 ways you can install n8n. I encourage you to take a glance at both paths so you can kind of get a feel for what's best for you. The first way is on-prem, in your home lab, in your house. This option will be a bit more complex.
This is the one we are going to focus on. I do not want to go use another VPS service, another private server. Because I think it's better to do it on local, doesn't charge you anything, and you can actually build something right away.
But that just makes it more fun.
make
The
changes.
good news is that n8n is light. You'll need some Linux, so think a server or a desktop computer. But it doesn't have to be big. It can be as small as a Raspberry Pi. In fact, it can be much smaller. What's funny is their official documentation's like, you don't need much. It's not CPU intensive. And no matter what hardware you choose, we will be installing this with Docker, which is amazing. If you don't know what that is, that's fine. I'm gonna walk you through it. The second option is my favorite and recommended path, the cloud. For this, you've got options. I'm gonna walk you through setting it up on Hostinger. Now, the reason I like this option is because n8n connects to a ton of things, and it has a ton of things connect to it. The cloud option is less complex, and you'll be up and running in a few sips of coffee.
Just because it's less complex doesn't mean it's the right way. Learn using Docker. We are going to, I'm I won't say I'm an expert, but I have good specialty and I have spent good amount of time in virtualization world. Even during the hackathon, right, which happened last a couple of days ago, a couple 2 3 weeks ago, my first thing was set up Docker, not just code and build an app, because that's how I'm familiar and how much I love Docker. So if you have any questions as we go through this, let me know.
One more to go. The first thing you'll do is set up your cloud account. We're gonna do it on Hostinger. Now real quick, check this out. If I go to services and go to VPS, which is a virtual private server, type on the, however, you already had a Hostinger server. Prem actually did not want you to wait to see how powerful n8n is, which I'm about to show you right now. Once you don't, it's gonna be pretty much the same. Hey, Network Chuck from the future here. I decided to pop out the section for the on-prem install into its own video, which you can see right here. Why?
Where is it?
because I did not want on-prem install into its own video, which you can see right here.
Is the video? Oh,
I
how
used
to
to
run?
say, if I
How
hear
to run
AI one
n8n
more
locally
time,
on
I'm
prem?
gonna lose it. But Monday.com is super.
In this video, I'm going to show you how to self-host n8n on-prem in your lab or on a VPS in the cloud. Now you might already know what n8n is because you arrived here from this video to start your on-prem install. If you have no idea what n8n is, that's getting harder to say, welcome. I'm glad you're here. But please pause this video right now and go watch this video. I'll wait, I'll be here. Go ahead. No idea what n8n is, that's getting harder to say, welcome. I'm glad you're here. But please pause this video right now and go watch this video. I'll wait, I'll be here. Go ahead. Anyways, get your coffee ready. Let's go.
I love his mugs, man. I love his mugs. Once my merchandise store is up there, I love his mugs. Idor, my boy, what's up? What's up? Yo, ready to learn some? I think you have already built something, right? n8n regarding or some automation. That's what we are working on today.
Welcome to the on.
Get ready, bro. Get ready. We'll create a morning briefing of all the cybersecurity events, lovely flow of TLDR every day. That's what we are working on.
Prem install. Now again, exposing your n8n instance to the internet is going to give you the best time, but you don't have to do that. This can be fully local. Jump to this timestamp to install n8n. Right after that, I'll show you how to tweak your n8n instance to be super hyper local. Okay, on-prem people, before we can do anything fun, we got some prereqs. And this is where the complex part comes in, because n8n.
Also, one thing yeah, I've done it, right? Yeah, that's good, my man. I'm creating, actually, this is something I'm going to create for, everything will be online for this, right? This is like, what this is, censored hackers playbook. This is a Git repository which contains all my hacking or any type of notes. I started working on this recently, which I think is good to do that. Yeah. So you will see me putting notes as well on the side. Here, once again, sorry. And everybody will have the stuff. Dude, I'm actually like trying to organize my own stuff as much as possible, so I can share better with other people. Oh, you made one for job posting? Nice, bro. That's good. That's actually like something useful, right? That's how you learn. Locally is the key. Locally is the key, in my opinion. Okay, I'm just setting things notes up. Okay, let's get going.
It loves to connect to things. It also loves to have things connect to it. It's all about connections, Mr. Social. The problem that comes up for us who host these things on-prem is that a lot of these things that want to connect to it are from the public internet. And this becomes a problem for us because our
That's actually he's going to do is work like run it in Docker. So it's great you are here.
That a lot of these things that want to connect to it are from the public internet. And this becomes a problem for us because our n8n instance is often hidden behind a firewall, protected, safe, secure, as it should be. But the public internet cannot get through to your n8n instance, which honestly you'll want to have the best time. But not all is lost. On-prem people, there's two things you can do to make this amazing. Our two prereqs. First, we'll need a domain name. It might be a subdomain like n8n.hackwell.com. This domain is something you will have to purchase, but it won't be too expensive. I'm talking like $3, $4, $5 per year. And we'll need to point that domain to our n8n instance, but we're still blocked by the firewall. In comes our second prereq, Cloudflare. Cloudflare has this amazing product called Cloudflare Tunnels. It is completely free, and what it enables us to do is create a super secret tunnel from our domain name from the public internet to our n8n instance in our network. This is something I use all the time, and it's amazing and not too crazy to set up. So looking back at our prereqs, domain name, we'll need to buy one. It'll cost you just a little bit of money. Cloudflare.
I even tried port forwarding as router, but my ISP blocks it. Okay, so this is good. I think we have things working in our, like we are working towards it. And I think I bought it from namespace, right? Oh wait, I don't even have to do that. We have AWS labs. One second. I can use my AWS account and you guys can see me play with it in real time. Yeah, I have like the domain, right? Hackers Pub. Let's use that. Maybe I can like because I think creating subdomains is like free. If you guys want, I can give you that. I can't send you the AWS one. It has my credit card and a bunch of other info. If you want a subdomain, I can give you that though. One second, I'm just logging into my own stuff quickly. Yep, yep, yep. Actually that's a good. No, I can't give you that. But if you give me your email, I can like give you access to like just I like having a domain for you and like IP maybe. And I will give you a 100%. I can give you a subdomain, bro. Actually, like the only reason I spend money on those domains so we can play around. Website is like a very secondary thing, honestly. For me, it's like more like having fun like this. This is good fun. Sure, like I can like give you access just to a subdomain and stuff. That's all I can do, mate. I don't have it here. Okay, where it would be? Where did I bought it from? Squarespace? Oh yeah, Google Domains. One second, lads. I should have moved mine to AWS long time ago. Let me log into my Squarespace account. The stupidity do. What thing works? Like how what thing works? So I have this right, hackerspub.org. Let me close this guy. And I'm learning too with you. Like if you're asking about n8n, so it's currently pointing to here. Okay, great stuff. You create subdomain and how can I use it? I can, if you give me like just give me the IP address and I can like point the subdomain to that. I think that's how it needs. That's all. Yeah, like what we can do with that case, right? Let me quickly draw something. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So what? How I can do it for you? IP address of your like wherever you are running your n8n server. So what I can do it for you, if I'm not wrong, right? What we can do, AWS, I can create an account for you, IAM account, and give you like access key, and I can give you like the credential name, so that you know whenever you let's say change of IP address happens, you just have to run that command, and it will like update that. Should be possible. Haven't done it ever, but should be possible. This is fun, right? Like we if we are able to do it, it would be nice. Actually, Wrench, I can give it to you if you don't hack other people one. I can just give you one too. You can play with your n8n. Okay, so I just have to quickly check. So you can see like here are the some of the custom records and stuff. Yeah, 100%. To create a subdomain in Squarespace. So first, let's say first thing the guy said, right, is get a domain name and like have the subdomain and stuff. So to create a subdomain in Squarespace, manage domain, go to settings, domains, click on the domain, select website, choose add rule under domain forwarding. How about I just move everything to AWS first? Move domain hosting from not registration. Move a DNS. Zone hosted zone in Route 53, updating name servers at Squarespace to point to AWS. Okay. Create a hosted zone. Hackerspub.org. New hosted zone. NS record. Locate the NS record. Okay. So we have these are the NS records. What are NS records? If people who don't know, is that there are DNS servers, right? Where if you ask for like what is google.com, what is the IP address, these goes to the name servers. The NS records are the name servers. NS name server. This is good. It's like good stuff going on. So I have these four. I'm just going to put them on the side here, note them down. Next to Squarespace, okay. And I have a couple of other things going on. I do not care about them. I will take care of them later. Because I don't check those emails ever. Where was it? Add, click on the new hosted drone, locate and copy the four name servers provided. Okay. Create, I think because those were email related ones. So these are txt records email with this information. Sorry, I'm not able to share all the verification ones. As you can guess why. And I will change everything anyways. Wrench. Funny guy, man. Funny guy. Yeah. Otherwise, I'm a very sharing guy. I'm a very like to share things, right? Sharing is caring, indeed. So I have all the records copied, as you guys can see here. I have all the records copied, email stuff. Add is log into the Squarespace domains panel. Select your domain, DNS settings, and name servers. Update. You can see I was using Cloudflare earlier. Yo, no, sir. Nityanji, what's up? Dude, I'm doing good. How you doing? Working on some good stuff. So we are going to create a subdomain, point that to our n8n stuff, and like see if things work. So I have to update all the servers. Okay, so put these servers now in. This is like cloud plus some personal AI related stuff plus things, so many fun things going on. So these are the name servers for AWS. Rose before hose, indeed. Change settings from Squarespace name server to custom names server. Okay, 1 second. So I think this automatically does that. Enter 4 name servers copied. Transfer domain registration. No, not right now. I think this should be good. Okay, let's let it go for some time. DNS query Google. Thing is still using the old ones. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, it's not mine AWS one, which is fine. Yeah, dude, that's how it is. That's how it is. That's true. It's like it's hacking plus like yeah, this is like best way. I think that's what Wrench, sorry, not Wrench, Dogbite described it, right? He described the server properly. Uh, where can I see the server info? Server settings. Basically, also relaxed group of guys messing around and being productive. That's legit how this is whole journey is. I am the AI. I am the new AI. Another Indian. I am AI. I am another Indian man. I am the new AI. I'm just changing all the TTL records as well, as you guys can. I'll show you guys. So I'm changing everything to 60 seconds, right? And this should be coming here. As you guys can see right now, when I do Google DNS, right, it's not showing these servers, the AWS ones. Once it shows, I know my new that yeah. But so what actually is that if once it updates, it shows that hey, if anytime somebody goes to hackers pub.org, it is hitting this name server. Lead code is good. I have to I was thinking to do some on the weekend, some of the lead code, just like some more dynamic programming, continue that journey. And also, actually, that reminded me, I wanted to create like this n8n and like some another automation, get all the editorials. That would be a good one too. It can get me banned from lead code forever, but it would be a cool project. What do you guys think? I know like Wrench would love it. I know a couple of guys here would love it. Okay, still there. That's fine. Let's see. My model will be Hocus Pocus. God of Hocus Pocus. That would be my model. Fear the Hocus Pocus. Approve the transfer request email sent to AWS. I think this is like we're not doing. We're just doing these two steps. Okay. With that being said, so we have our domain name and I have a Cloudflare account. Right now, let's see if it would be required or not.
Cloudflare account is free. The good news is that
And I can show you my Cloudflare account too. Let me see if I have something that I should not be showing already there. Okay, cool. Nothing crazy. Thank God. We only care about this guy here right now. Oh, we can just transfer to Cloudflare. That would be cool. I should have done that. Might save some dollars. Okay, going back.
you can get both these things from one place. Cloudflare. Let's do that right now. Sign up for a Cloudflare account. Again, it's free. And we'll want to either connect a domain we already own or register a new domain. I'll walk you through registering one right now. We'll try to find one. I'll say n8n is cool.com. Cool, it's available, but it's expensive. Let's do n8n is cool.cc. We'll get that. $8 a year. I'll register it, buy it, and done. I've got it. From here, I'll click on Manage Domain. And on the left-hand panel, you'll see an option for Zero Trust. Click on that. From our Zero Trust menu here, we're now going to set up a Cloudflare tunnel into your network, which is kind of amazing. But so far,
Okay. Can I create tunnel using AWS? That would be the next question.
we already got a domain taken care of. Let's tunnel. On the left-hand side, you'll see that we have the option for networks. Go ahead and click on that drop-down. And then you should see something for tunnels. Click on that. I already have a few for other things I'm doing. You may not have anything, that's fine. Click on Create a Tunnel. Select Cloudflared, name your tunnel, n8n tunnel, just something fun. And now we're going to install a small piece of software from Cloudflare that will create this tunnel for us. And I've not encountered a network where this does not work. Now you do have options for where you can put this: Windows, Mac, Linux, Docker. I'm gonna install via Debian. So I'm gonna select that option, and they give you all the code right here. Just copy all this, and then get logged into your Linux computer or server. This is mine right here. This will actually
Must be nice, hiding all the details. Oh, thank you so much for the raid, boss. Damn, nice. Howdy. Howdy. Great, yeah. So many people. Thank you, lads. Thank you. You guys made my day. There's your goal. n8n, yes. What we are doing is creating, basically creating a morning brief. Sick in the mind, what's up, bro? So creating a morning brief, n8n, create like a TLDR newsletter, so that every morning, just what happened in last 24 hours in cybersecurity, a really good, easy to follow message for all the things that happened in cybersecurity in last 24 hours. Using n8n, automating things. That's like learning n8n and playing around. That's the goal today. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. Oh, also here's the Discord, lads. And here's the YT, just trying to reach 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Scripts, quick news bot that scrapes for news articles. Not just scrapes, actually. Like, so I'll give you example what I want. I was showing lads here. So this is one of my favorite. Like every Monday, I love reading this newsletter. This is by a Canadian company called Well Simple, and they have like one of the best financial newsletters out there, easy to follow and amazing to read. So I want to create something that's not only just like gives me information, but it's easy to follow, has links if I want to go deep down, and AI does like amazing job explaining in just couple of lines and help me, like, just keep my interest in cybersecurity more. Every morning I'm like want to get up and read this. That's like my goal to create. And I don't want like thousands of news that happen all across the world, but more like, top five, or like if six were important, top six, something like that. That's kind of the goal right now. Let's see how things go. It's just like right now, anytime we are starting with this. Oh, thank you so much. It's not my birthday, but thank you so much. I'll celebrate it. Cheers. I have tea, so cheers with that. I love receiving happy birthdays when it's not my birthday. That actually, I love that. Not even being sarcastic. I love it. Okay, let's see if this got resolved. No, not yet. Okay, let's see what we got so far. So we had hackerspub.org. We had our all these stuff. Let's see what next this guy wants from us.
Actually be the machine I'm installing n8n on. But you don't have to install Cloudflare on this machine. You can actually install Cloudflare on any other.
So if I have actually like, what is Cloudflare zero trust tunnel equivalent on AWS? Verified access, which provides clientless zero trust access without a VPN. Other alternative securing exposing private services, including using AWS private link or a combination of AWS client VPN. Okay, some new service I'm going to also learn today then. Verified access. Yes, please. You coming out of closet today? I'm joking, man. VPN. IP access, which ones? The verified access or something? Verified access VPC feature. No, so this is a, like, just like Microsoft Windows. This is another AWS service name, verified access. Now, what verified access does is this: enables customer to provide secure VPN-less access to their corporate applications. Yes, yeah, we can do port forwarding, but it's like this would be more fun. I feel like. You think we should just do port forwarding? Let's see. Let's see how we do. Yeah, like entire purpose of our tunneling is that here is the internet, sends to our router. Router should be touching my computer, my PC, or my Raspberry Pi. Yeah, it can be public for now. Do you think? Yeah, for now it can be public. Yes, doesn't have to be. Yeah, yeah. For now it can be public. No need to do zero trust VPN and all those stuff. Let's see. Okay.
Linux machine or compatible.
Port forwarding is actually on my router. Is it? It will allow or not? Because my router is the company, like those company. Huh? My bad. On link automotive. Yeah. I'm just saying, like my company does it with its router. Does that? Okay. Let's see.
Software or compatible OS in your network as long as it has access to the
Use the service. Oh, public connections directly like n8n connecting to those instead of it can things connecting to it.
machine you're installing n8n on. But to keep things simple, I would install it on the same machine that you're using n8n if you've never done this before. So I already have my command copied. I'm going to paste it right in here. It's going to ask me for my sudo
Okay.
password.
Don't care about that.
And once complete, get back to Cloudflare and copy this command to install it as a service so it runs all the time even when your machine reboots. Awesome. So now I should actually see, yes, down here at the bottom,
Open source ngrok alternative exposes localhost to the internet with one command. Okay.
connector connected. So right now, there is a secure tunnel from Cloudflare to your network.
Oh. Oh, that's what you were saying regarding. Oh, I see.
From here in Cloudflare, we're going to click
Sure, we can. So ngrok instead of all the
on next.
Cloudflare happy or
For
stuff.
domain, choose your new domain. n8niscool.cc is mine. And then down here for service, we're going to select type, which will be HTTPS, and we'll put in the IP address of your n8n server. So for example, this is going to be my server. The IP address is 1077.71. That's where I'm going to send it. Just like this. Whatever your server IP address is, put it there. And we'll do one more thing here, additional application settings. We're going to change TLS to...
So basically, confirming, remove all the Cloudflare happy or stuff. Just use wormhole or port forwarding, right? On
no
my
TLS
n8n,
verify,
right
here. Turn that on. And that's all we have to worry about right now. Click on save, and you're done. So right now, you do have a domain name. Mine is n8n.n8niscool.cc. This is configured via a Cloudflare tunnel to hit my n8n server. That part, done. But right now, we don't have an n8n server. Let's do that. So now on-prem people and also cloud maybe, if you didn't select the easy n8n option for Hostinger, we're going to install n8n on our servers. Step 1, log into your server via SSH, if you haven't already done so. If you're on Hostinger, you'll see your IP address right there. Just copy and paste that into your terminal and get logged in with the root user account. Now, whether you're on-prem or in the cloud, you're going to need Docker. Let's get that installed right now.
So I have Docker. Let's get started with that. Ooh, can't share that way. 1 second, lads. Need to create something new. 1 second. I have to make sure I do not stupidly reveal something. Um, Okay. I had to create everything new so I do not share anything accidentally, um, or I might be in trouble. So we have Docker installed here. I know that for sure. We have Docker installed, so let's go forward with what our boy
It's pretty
Netflix
easy.
is
If you don't know what
suggesting.
Docker is, you're in for an adventure. If you want to dive deeper, I've got a video right here. For now, I'm going to walk you through how to install Docker on Ubuntu. I'll have a link below to the documentation. You can follow along with me right now and paste it in.
I'm
You will
skipping
need to
that.
install Docker using Docker. Now time for step 3. We're actually going to install n8n finally using Docker. Now for this, we're going to refer to the official documentation from n8n. Why? Well, because a lot of what I say here might change. So always refer.
Okay, let's look at our n8n. N8n N8n recommends using Docker for most self-hosting needs. It provides a clean, isolated environment, yada, yada, yada. You can also use N8n in Docker with Docker Compose. Docker Compose, imagine a simple version of Kubernetes to manage multiple Docker servers. You can also find Docker Compose configuration for various architectures in N8n hosting repository. Configuring servers, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Docker desktop, we need to just start my Docker engine. Starting N8n. From your terminal, run the following command, replacing your time zone placeholder. So we have Docker volume. Let me share this with you guys too. Volume, create n8n data, run, generate time zone, and force file. Okay. Canada, Vancouver. Okay. Okay. This is generate. So basically, what it's doing, finding n8n Docker image, installing it, setting up. Till then, let's look at next.
To their documentation. Now for us, we're going to scroll straight down to step 4, create a .env file. Actually, first we'll create a directory. So mkdir, and we'll call this n8n-compose.
Okay, what does Docker's official? This command creates volume to store persistent data so things are not like gone forever. Downloads the required n8n image, starts the container with the following setting, maps and expose 5978 on the host, sets the time zone, enforces secure file permission, enable task runners, mount this. Okay. No need to use with PostgreSQL right now. Updating is not required. Use this for local development and testing. It is not safe to use it for production. The tunnel feature is a convenient tool for your local development. The underlying implementation may change between n8n versions. Use webhooks for trigger nodes of external services like GitHub. n8n can be reachable from the web. Using Cloudflare that redirect requests from the web to your local n8n. Docker must be installed on tunnel to work. Okay. So we are skipping the Cloudflare part. Services command starts this. Okay, never mind. This doesn't do what we were thinking.
And I'm doing this side by side, on-prem and in the cloud. And then we'll jump into that directory, cd n8n-compose. And then we'll create our .env file. And we'll use Nano for this because it is the best text editor in the world. Fight me. Nano, and then space .env. And we're going to paste this config in there, straight from n8n's documentation. But we're going to make a few modifications. First, we're going to put in our domain name. Now, if you're using a cloud service like Hostinger, probably like, what are you talking about, Chuck? Let me show you. In Hostinger, for any VPS you might have, you're going to have a domain name right here. Notice mine is srv, blah, 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 hostinger. We just set up our domain name. It was n8n. We don't have a domain name yet, but we can just make up one right now. Doesn't matter what it is because it's all local. So I might do something like this. mycoolwebsite.local. This domain name will only be accessible to me and whoever.
Okay. Where is my env? Okay, it should be opening the browser now.
Whoever is on my network who has access.
Why this is not working? Okay, we have our n8n working here. Email, can I do test@example.com? What best describes me? That makes sense. You will, who will your automation mainly be for? Myself. Get paid feature for free forever. Receive a free activation key for advanced features below. Yes. That's actually a slave is actually a better one. I have moved to the next version, but slave would have been a better one. Yes. Um, right now I'm just going to say no, skip this. Okay.
Access to my DNS server. And yes, you will need some sort of DNS server to make this work, and we'll need to add this as a
htaccess file, I guess. Where's this env file he gave us? Would it be in Docker? Oh, these are still running, huh? Emma was the name of our AI agent we created. Yes, sir. I'm just looking if the environment file is already in there. 0 bytes, okay. Nothing. Okay. Oh, wait, there is configuration file. Let's see. Never mind. Nothing. Okay, let's see what about his environment file, where he got it from.
Right, I'm gonna take that, paste that right in here. For home lab users, we
Domain name, subdomain. I'm wondering where is this domain name and subdomain thing? Do we need it? No, right? For now, we don't need it.
just set up our domain name through Cloudflare and have it something like this. You will need some sort of DNS server to make this work, and we'll need to add this as a DNS entry to your DNS server. I'm gonna do that right now with my DNS server. So I'm gonna copy.
So basically, in your internal local, you can have a DNS setting, local one. If whenever somebody goes to mycoolwebsite.local, it will go to that particular links. For example, in my case, it's localhost 5978.
Copy this, log into my DNS server, and create a new DNS entry. It's going to be n8n as the subdomain .mycoolwebsite.local. This can be whatever you want it to be. And I'll point it to the IP address of my Docker host, which is 10.7.1. Actually, no, what was it? I forgot already. Oh, 10.70.7.71. I'll add my record and continue on. Then we'll scroll down to here for subdomain. For both on-prem and in the cloud, leave that as n8n. Unless you have a really good reason to change it, which I don't think you do, so don't do it. Next, we'll change our time zone. I'm gonna be America/Chicago. If you don't know what to put for yours, just Google it or ask ChatGPT. And then for SSL email, we're gonna add our email, whatever you wanna use for this. This will be for certificate generation, and will only really apply to the cloud users. And that's all we're gonna worry about right now. Hit Control X, Y, and enter to save. Next step, we'll create a local files directory. We're just gonna copy that command and paste. Simple enough step. And then we'll create our Docker compose file. We're gonna copy all this config, just the way it is. Go into our terminal and type in nano docker-compose.yml.
This is for compose. We just directly.
This will open our text editor. We'll paste in our config. Now notice one thing to people who are very familiar with Docker. We're actually setting up two containers. We have a container called Trafic and a container called n8n. And some of you might be thinking, Chuck, we don't need Trafic. The way we're setting this up, all we need is n8n, and I would say you're absolutely right. However, just to keep things easy and straightforward, and so we're not going too far from the official documentation, we're gonna keep it. It's not a big deal. But if you know what you're doing and you wanna remove Trafic from this, that's totally fine. For everyone else, leave it as is. Hit Control X, Y, enter to save. So now, we are one step away from having this sucker spun up. One command. It will be Docker space compose up, and then we'll do a space -d, just like this.
So for people who want to know, Docker compose up, so all the containers that are mentioned in the compose file will be up, so which were two here, and -d is the detached mode, right? So one mode is where you want to just keep, let's say in a background mode, where when you start the container, you can't do anything else in that terminal environment, right? Till the containers are down. But in the detached mode, you don't have to wait for the containers to be down. You can still do ls or whatever other commands.
Ready, set, go. Coffee break while it's performing magic. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, I love it so much. Right now it's pulling down the containers of Trafic and n8n. And then it's gonna look at our configuration and spin these guys up. I'm gonna do it on the on-prem side as well. And it's done. Let's verify it real quick by.
So you can see it here, right? If you didn't do the -d, this root won't be coming. It would be just like keep running, like till all the compose, or you do Control C.
Typing in Docker space PS. And there's our container, n8n, and then also Trafic. Let's see if it works. Actually, I'll go to HTTPS. Well, problem with me. the subdomain n8n, so we'll put n8n right before that. Dot. Excellent, it's up. Now at this point, you are self-hosting your very own n8n instance, and you're ready to start your first automation project. Refill that cup of coffee, jump to this video, and let's get started.
Which video? Network share.
If you chose that special n8n option.
So we have configuring nodes, creating limit node.
Finish setting up and you're at the server console, just click on Manage App. And it takes you right to the n8n signup page for your own hosted n8n. Anyways, let's get logged in, or signed up. I don't want to receive any updates. Next. We don't have to fill any of that out. And you actually do want this free activation key. So go ahead and have it send that to you. Check your email. I just received my key, so I'll go to the usage and plan area to enter my activation key. Again, this is all free. And done. So now here we are at the overview n8n.
Okay. Should I log out and change my settings or personal? Yeah, sure. What's up, bro? I'm just looking like activation key for free one, like going back to like maybe just log out again. Enable okay users. Upgrade no. Yes, please. That'll be great, boss. Yeah, I have to like I didn't sign up, right? I was thinking like maybe I can just do a sign out and like create I made a production grade personal project, but in my current organization I'm working on support. If I place a project in my experience section, what is the project? That's the question. What is the project? Because production grade, what do you mean by production grade? Like how much? Did setup, right? Oh. I did. Oh, log out and then do it. Okay. What was it? Settings, usage. Where's usage? I see users. Okay, thank you, boss. Okay, thank you, good sir. My just question, another question is why his one has test a simple AI agent example and mine not?
Is
Why?
installed Now what? Let's set up your
Thank you,
first
bro.
automation. And what n8n calls an automation is a workflow. We'll start right up here. Click on Create
Okay, create workflow. Let's see what you have.
Workflow. Now you're about to have a whole world open up to you. This is so fun. Now for me, I always feel like I'm behind. Like it's so hard for me to keep up with all the tech news coming out. Checking bleeping computer, hacker news, subreddits, YouTube. It's all so much. I need a better solution.
It is a payment processing system that uses an asynchronous architecture to provide fast responses and ensures reliable duplicate-free transaction processing using Kafka Redis. And have you made that public on GitHub? Can you send like a link in Discord or stuff? Because what you are saying seems really good and cool. And yes, you can do it like maybe as an open source, like under the title. Don't put it in your under work, or like you should not. Maybe you can, but don't put it under work experience. Put it under like open source projects, something like that. Yes, license activated. There's still one component. Yeah, once you do it, put it open source it. Then you can say open source contribution, whatever. Sure, bro.
We're gonna make that right now. Now we're gonna start small, something very simple, and then we're gonna slowly get more insane. It's like a skinny dude just getting into the gym. We're starting slim. By the end, we're gonna be yoked and insane. All right, n8n basics. Here we stink and go. Click on the square to add our first step. Boom. What's happening here? We're adding our first trigger. What's gonna make our workflows flow, do its thing? 99% of the time, you're gonna start with trigger manually right here.
That's the thing. So you don't, if you don't, you should not put in an experience, right? What you should say, put it in open source title, right? Under that heading, open source contribution and stuff. That hey, I worked on this on the side because I'm interested in this genre, or I wanted to like build something that's production grade. Just didn't want to do sane stuff support, right? I want to do something extra. I wanted to learn over the weekends. It's just how you use the words during the interviews and how you put them in your resume. It's the words. Big game changer. Do you think just in India that's the case? But yes, remember that's what I'm saying. Hey, you can try. Like here's the thing. You can you can be Albert Einstein, but Indian HR or HR people still won't hire you. It's more about interviews, it's more about words and mastering the words than actually just the skill set, right? It's more about words and how you present it. Yeah, that is the case, but that's the thing. Make sure even the heading you put, don't say like extra projects, open source projects, something like that, which is actually eye catching to people, right? Not like oh other projects or miscellaneous projects or something like that. Open source contributions. Like for my case, instead of just saying competitions, I say hackathons, right? I participated in. um, Instead of certifications, industry level certificates, right? Stuff like that. Words, and use AI for that, or even use examples from LinkedIn from who got selected. What you will do with HRs, like so for example, if I was in your case, sorry lads, we are taking 2 minutes to help Nityanshu. If I was in your case, right, my case would be like this. Where is Excel? They are not, how to put it this way, they are not educated in this field, right? A good example for that is so this guy, look at his name, Triangulo, right? You will search for it, but here's the thing. I saw a job post the other day. It required 4+ year experience in Fast API. I couldn't apply. I only have 1.5 year experience since I created that thing. He's the creator of Fast API. He created it 1.5 years ago, but HR wants 4+ year experience. This is going to be everywhere. Do not worry. Just more interviews you give, the more you hit. It's like it's a skill you will learn with time. How to talk, what to share, how to share, what words to use, right? And use AI for this help, like how to refine the words. And if you can say, you send me the resume, or you can even actually, there's a good, yeah, never put experience with language. That's a good call. And Sick in the Mind actually, he is the great resource. Sick in the Mind, bro. How would you say like his Nityanshu case? That would be very helpful because he created a really good like payment processing system on his own time. He's in support, but he want to be in development. Yeah. So like, what title? Open source contribution would be a good one, you think, or something? How he would bring? That'll be fun to learn from you. Okay, it's 1 a.m. Let's try to make some automation. But I think like if he has created a project on GitHub, it would be like first his contact details and then work experience, academic, or maybe academic, yeah, or open source contribution up and down here, and then let's say certificates, something like that. And okay, start with the skills on top. They will like, dude, you can't create experience. It will come with time, right? You have to just show it on the experience, like just get some help from Sick in the Mind. Okay, certs after here, after skills, certs first, then certs here, then work experience. What about open source contributions and stuff? Summary, skills, qualifying skills, certs, work experience. Open source, yes. Even hackathons. Hmm. But also, like, one more thing I will tell you, Nityanshu, don't think much. Overthinking can kill a lot of um like good time you have, you can utilize in different places. Don't overthink. Just do like how Sick in the Mind said. Summary, executive summary, skills, certs, and work experience, and hackathons or whatever. Yeah, that's a good one. Also, another one actually I can give you is quickly this one. Let me share this. There's this Discord server too, which is for interview preparation and resume stuff. So you can have a look. This is for technical interview preparation and stuff. Hmm. Okay. I think Nityanshu, for this, then I think let me. I think I have to talk to other people too in this case. I think I know somebody I can talk to in India. let me give me a day or two. Let me contact that person. I haven't talked to them in a year or two. So let me talk to that person. Let's see. Is that's actually like if it worked, yeah, don't like faking is a very dangerous slope. Like you might get banned or you there is like network of companies, right? In you can be in big trouble. Yeah, you can be get fired once they know about it. You can get in trouble. So don't fake it. That's is yeah, yeah. No, no, not like this way, bro. Bro, don't listen to Wrench. Just ignore Wrench one. Do not listen to Wrench whatsoever. Guys posting like Bollywood, Hollywood dialogues as their advice. Don't do listen to him. Guys is sharing credentials on when it comes to passwords and credentials. Sharing is caring. So I think last thing you want to do is listen to that guy. Yeah, like if some are saying you are not qualified, they don't see your value. Why to care? It's like again going on interviews is like going on dates, man. The more you go on dates, the better your personality will be. The easier with time you will be able to talk to girls. Same with interviews. The more you go on interviews, the more hit and trial you do, the easier you can talk in interviews. And let's say in one company it doesn't get selected, two companies it doesn't get selected, four, five, then make some changes every time, right? With a CEO for recruiting firm after taking qualification exams there, MCITP. This man literally said, "You did great, but you don't have enough experience for enterprise." Wow. Then I don't know what to say. Like I agree on inside, I agree on top. I can't say anything. Oh wow, at JP Morgan, that's big. That's the biggest it can go. And also, I think I shared. Oh wow, nice dude. So this is a real life experience. Uh, like just this is a Nityanshu. This is a real life experience from Sick in the Mind, right? I did look into the Java thing, talked about it. Yes, Pranav. So with Java, the case is right now, as I mentioned, right? Spring Boot. Like here's what things if you are into Java. Couple of things I looked. Either be AI proficient, show how you can use AI and integrate with Java things. For example, with Spring Boot. Also, master Spring Boot, especially like let's say security module and let's say other modules, whichever you can, as many modules you can, that will be great. Third, majority were of either senior level, or if they were at intermediate or junior level, they had AI in them. So those are the things I saw. I talked to some people. So AI proficiency and master Spring Boot if you are into like focus with Java. Yeah. This is why I say inexperience can be a benefit if the candidate is qualified in all other ways. They just usually work harder and you can teach them the way they want things done. I guess they did you a favor. Yeah. Yeah. Like make sure you become AI proficient at this point. Generative AI, there is like AI in a lot of ways you can use. For example, let's say using Yeah. No, like what I meant actually, if you look at Java based skills, right? And if he has Spring Boot experience with Spring Boot, he told me, Pranav. So, like, look into Spring Boot's Java Spring Boot's like more things into that. Like, it's more to use. I will say 2 years experience, right? If I'm not wrong, Pranav has like 1.5 2 years experience. Mm-hmm. Pranav, I understand, but trust me, like, take your time. Don't jump with take your time, do it properly, because if you jump into a if you are just want to switch, right, and imagine you end up in a worse situation or a worse company or a worse team, that then you will regret, right? So make sure you learn the skill, master, like learn with AI, do things like which you can use, right? Maybe like use Java to create something that can be helpful. Yeah, real life is hard, but I will say, like, have faith and patience. It's important to get out of any situation. It is rough, not going to lie, and this is how the real world works. But trust me, like with AI, right? For example, with AI, if you um, go even with like other realities. Okay, with AI, for example, I'm learning about with n8n automating using AI to create briefing. Maybe you can look into, let's say, with Java, something like AI related, like workflows or regarding your processing payment. Create a using AI and Spring Boot, create a dashboard to help like find anomalies in credit card data, and you can use, I think, Coggle, that's the name. So credit card fraud detection, you can use this data set to work, create stuff. Yeah, automatic job applying thing, use AI and Spring Boot to create a proper, do those things, something that is useful to you, you like it, because then it would be stuff, something you will learn and then you can present. Why not? It can work, it cannot work, but make sure, like, if it is a automatic job application, it is good. Yeah, like your job or your resume is like little bit tailored to that um job. The more tailored it is, the better chances are. So maybe not just apply, automatic apply, but like, whenever you look finding a job, it can give you some suggestion tailoring that. I find this is very rarely any mistakes that cannot be remediated. Yes, this is why should be a part of any enterprise, so their tolerance in theory should be a bit more allowance, risk wise. Yes, there's always expectations, and for those type of positions they cannot tolerate risk. There you will need experience, but from what you mentioned above, they will. Yeah, I think Pranav, that's what I think. Data dominatrix and me both are on same page. You are like thinking, maybe you are overthinking. Just apply and just learn, because jobs are going to keep on coming, man. Just keep applying, learn from it. It's like jobs. Remember, jobs, interviews are like dating. Keep applying, keep applying. Tailored, right? For example, you went on your first date, you like you learned, okay, from first two dates you learned, okay, I have to style a bit different, I have to change my wardrobe, right? I my color contrast of clothes is not good. I have to like change my hairstyle, beard style, something like that. Okay, my English need to improve, or my habits. If I'm like, let's say for me, it's like if I shake my leg a lot when I'm stressed, need to improve that, keep an eye on that, stuff like that. That's my other issue, the filters. You end up discarding so many people who would do the job over having like, yeah. So and don't think much. If so, like for my first job, I applied like 100 plus places, got like four, five, six back, right? Heard back, two, three interviews, two offers. Yeah, like it's a hit and trial. Learn from every no. Learn. There are unaffordable risks in the industry I work in. It's not about redundancy. This field means a breach, and sometimes that breach could impact me. Oh yes, yes, that is including like medical science, right? You have to be very cautious. But in case of app development, some in some industries it will work. So Pranav, I will say at the end, do not think much. Start applying. Do not think much. Start applying. Learn from it, and come to us. We have you are in Discord, right? Everybody have the Discord here. Come, you can ask questions from Sick in the Mind. You can ask from me or anyone. We can look at your resume. We can look at your um, and even you can practice interviews here in that Discord I sent. Tech interview preparation. This Discord up here, you will be able to like practice interview sessions too. Yes, but that would also be why. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Pranav, you there? I will say just start applying, bro. At the end, start applying. Don't think too much. You are stressing too much. Don't worry. Okay, lads. Let's continue our journey. Start applying. Send me the resume. You can DM me the resume, and we'll work towards it. Okay?
Your workflows can always have
Yes, we will have No Hope AI. That's my best favorite AI. That's what we are going to use. We will use No Hope AI to hack No Hope AI.
this trigger along with other triggers. We'll cover that here in a second. Actually, you know what? Let's add another trigger right now. So at the top right, you'll see we have our plus
So we have triggers, various
icon.
triggers in
Let's add
n8n.
another one. Plus, and then down here we have add another trigger. This time we'll do on a schedule. And we'll
So for example, with our case, it would be schedule.
say every one day at, yeah, midnight's actually great. Done. So now we have two triggers, both ready to do some things. Let's click on that first plus icon to add our next node. Now here you have a billion options. We have a fun AI section, which we'll cover a little bit here in a moment.
Best for you to set in euro. Dude, honest with you, depends on the situation. If I'm all on skill-based hiring and not reflecting skill. That's lovely. That's lovely. Yeah. And Pranav, for my case, man, this guy, Reg. Bro, like really depends, man. Like honestly, like I might be way more skilled at this age. I would be like actually killing it in AI and stuff if I was in India. But then I won't be humble. Maybe I won't be like independent if I never came to Canada. It just depends where life takes you, honestly. And like if you are actually like into exploring, you want to see where you can go with life. If you want to be independent, you want to experience a different world. Canada is great, Europe is great, right? Wherever you are not financially stressed. But also like there is emotional part to it. For my first 2 years, emotionally I was right, I was effed. So life give you back, so you take it like a man. That's the gayest thing I've ever seen in my chat. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say, man. That's actually like I don't know, Reg. Like one thing is for sure, no AI can beat you, man. When it comes to like saying these things, no AI can come near you. Name you the countries. Any Scandinavian countries are great, right? Um, Canada is great. Even India. right? Certain states can give you better opportunity than others. Singapore is great. Australia maybe not so. Things have been up and down there. Maybe it can be, but like those are the normal ones, right? Canada, if you get all the stuff. Scandinavian countries, if you can get some scholarship. Um, Even India, depending on which state you are in and what your situation is, and Singapore. Those are great. Yeah, that's actually him. Cards Against Humanity. Don't do that, man. Don't do that. People at Entropic will lose their shit. The stock market will dip. Automate this every morning. N8n. Drench AI coming.
You can do something in an app, and they have a plus icon to add our next node. Now,
But Pranav, again, any Scandinavian countries or Canada or Australia, those ones where you can get some good scholarship for masters, and they have like good resources.
here you have a billion options. We have a fun AI section, which we'll cover a little bit here in a moment. You can do something in an app, and they have a bajillion connections to whatever service you can think of. Just know we have a bunch of nodes and they help us do things. The first thing I want to do is search for RSS. We're gonna do an RSS read trigger. And notice it immediately threw us into the node. We can click out of it just by clicking some blank space. It's sitting right here. It's got like a little angry thing because we haven't configured it yet, but notice how it connects. We can also take our schedule trigger and connect it here too. Boom, just like that. Or we can delete it, boom. And we're gonna start with one RSS feed. It's gonna be from Bleeping Computer. Put it in there, get out of there, let's save our config. You wanna save often, like everything in IT. Top right, click on save. We're saved. And now let's test our RSS read. Let's jump in there, just double click your icon, your node, and click on execute step right here at the top. Go. Did you see all that?
Okay. I want to go to bed, but this is like getting way too fun. Late. I want to have, dude. I'm actually like, honestly, like this is 1 a.m. for me. I want to sleep, but this is way too fun. This is way too fun. Email trigger. Oh, it's 4 a.m. for you. My apologies. Like I think you are way way more sleepy than me, I guess. How you are up so much, man? Up so early, holy. Um, yeah, go sleep, bro. Ah, holy. I will, just little. Time. Where is the time? What was the name of that one in his video? Schedule trigger. Okay. Schedule trigger. Trigger every day. Yes. Trigger at 6 a.m. my time. Yeah. Cool. So we have our trigger. It will execute at 6 a.m. my time. I don't know what to say to this guy, man. Today I think like he's on another level range. Man.
Here, it's got like a little angry
So next trigger we have. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know if you are like making fun of me, but I will take it as a compliment that it's a really good stream. Things are interesting. I think my one of my interesting part about my stream, most random thing happens. Most random things. Convert data flow to read. URL. Yo, lads, give me the top RSS feeds I can go for a hacker one, like hacker news and stuff like that. Hacker news is big one, right? Top. Yeah, you can download the game. Let me actually, yeah, just download the game. Let me know. Krebs on security, okay. Ooh, Russian hacker routers to steal Microsoft Office to kill. Ooh, nice. Can I add more? No. Okay, thank you, sir. I'm just seeing why this is. Dark Reader, okay. Oh, Troy Hunt is my guy. I didn't know he does that. Yeah, I think those four will be good enough. Thank you, boss. Oh, feed trigger. I was going for. Never mind.
Thing to bleeping computer. Put it in there. Get
Oh, maybe. Thank you. This gets me this. Beautiful. Another one is okay. I'll just have feed, right? Atom. Okay, these two are good. Um, I will just keep these in my brain, remember. Okay, lads. So we have at least two right now. I just want to start with two and not get confused much later on.
Get out of there, let's save our config. You wanna save often, like everything in IT. Top right, click on save. We're saved. And now let's test our RSS read. Let's jump in there, just double click your icon, your node, and click on execute step right here at the top. Go. Did you see all that?
Dark reader, okay. I was thinking I'll just like for the testing one, I will just do these two. I have noted down in my obesian all the four ones. So that once these are done, I will have the AI summarization, things like that. See if it works, then have those two as well added. This is just like I have added two just for the POC purpose, proof of concept.
It just went out and pulled all the stuff, all the articles from Bleeping Computer. Those are fields of the creator, the title. Unified CM has a hard-coded root SSH. Oh, that's bad. Anyways, we have a whole bunch of fields. It even has the entire content. And notice a few things here. We actually have our number of items. It pulled 13 articles from the feed. We don't control that. That's just how many were available in the RSS feed. And also notice over here, we can change how we view this data. Now, you're about to become an expert in JSON because n8n is very JSON heavy. We can view it in JSON or JSON, or we can view the schema, all the available fields. Now, if we click out, notice that we have on our little timeline connector here, the trigger was like one item, which is just go. The RSS read, when it read the RSS feed, it pulled in 13 items, and that's what it's gonna hand off to the next step. All right, cool. We pulled in 13 articles from Bleeping Computer.
Yes. Yes. Oh, yes. Yeah, I think this will do. Yeah, those are
Let's
good.
send it somewhere. Let's say Discord. So I'm gonna add another node right here. Boom. I'll search for Discord. They do have a built-in Discord.
That's beautiful. So I'll have a Discord as well. Do you have SMS maybe? Text? Okay, no worries. Discord for now. Send a message. For now, I'll just say email actually. Let me just delete this. Right now, like I'm just saying email. Discord. Okay. We can do that. I think later. Let me just keep it as send email for now. All I'm doing is trying to create a POC fast so I can go to bed, and then tomorrow we can improve it. That is fine. I don't care about credentials right now.
Discord node. And look at all these options. You can do so many things. For me, I'm gonna send a message. Yes, that's what I'm doing. Now immediately we're thrust into this and we have a lot of options. The first is our connection type. Now keep in mind, every node's gonna have their own configuration. Now for our connection type, I want to do a simple webhook because all I wanna do is send a message to one particular channel. But in order to do that, I'll need a credential, something to connect to this service. Now you'll see this a lot with n8n. You can connect all kinds of things like your Gmail account, your Gmail calendar, Notion, OpenAI, Grok, Anthropic. A lot of connections, a lot of credentials. Let's go ahead and add one right now for Discord. Now for this particular use case, it will only be a webhook URL. Very simple. Feel free to follow along.
You were saying, right, Range? We can have this. Once like email is working, we can have this as well.
Like it's free to set up a Discord server. I just did it just now as we're talking. I'm gonna create a new channel. Sweet.
Yeah, I think let's just wait for 2-3 minutes. Then I think I will also let's just finish. Just stay for 2-3 minutes. Let's finish this one, which is like 1 minute left actually, and then we'll pick from here tomorrow.
Sweet. News. Creating it. And then I'll go into my server settings, go to integrations and create a quick webhook, which will post to Sweet News. I'll copy that URL, paste it here, click save, and we have our first credential created. And notice how we have a drop down because we can have multiple Discord credentials, but we just have the one now. We're gonna send a message and we're gonna say something. Now, first I'm just gonna test it. I'm gonna say hi and execute. Excellent. We got a success, true. Now, is that true? Let's go check. Oh gosh, it just said hi a million times. In general, I hadn't saved it for the other thing yet. Now, real quick, why do you think it said hi 13 times? Watch, I'll do it again. By the way, isn't this like playing with the video game? Like, why do people even play video games when you can do stuff like this in your home lab? Are you kidding me? Let's say, I bet you there will be 13 of these. Go. Done. Look back in Discord, we have 13 messages. Why? That's how n8n handles things. Notice that we're handing off 13 articles or items from our RSS read node. The Discord node is gonna go through each one of those 13 items and perform 13 individual actions. Now, the reason I only said like hi or that dumb sentence I
Okay. So it's looping over, but it's not adding that information. Got it. Okay, that's I think today that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining. Tomorrow morning we'll come again for Hack the Box study with me session. Then at night we'll complete or try to complete an n8n server for Discord, so that over the weekend we can have our first test of our n8n service and a TLDR message coming towards us. Yeah, are you guys there? Thank you so much, lads, for everyone. And also a quick request for the Twitch folks. If you guys can, I'm very near to 1K subscribers on YouTube. If we can reach that, that'll be great. Once I reach 1K subscribers, I'm going to run across my whole city, do a jog across it. I think it's like 30-kilometer jog. So if you guys want me to do that, you want me to do the 30-kilometer jogging or run, do subscribe. On 1K subscribers, I'm going to do that. Yup, that's true. No, I didn't get a chance to complain, man. I was just so busy with stuff. I was so busy. So busy. So yeah, that's all. Thank you so much for joining. Tomorrow in the morning, Hack the Box Windows session, and then study with me with some British Columbia driving, and then nighttime we'll have this. Okay, till then, thank you so much. And this was your favorite censored hacker. Have a good. Oh, it's actually nighttime. It's 2 a.m. 1:30 a.m. for me. So have a good night, sick in the mind. Same like me. Rent. Okay, but thank you so much. Hopefully, Pranav, I will text you in Discord, right? I will ping you. Let me know what your handle is. But till then, thank you so much, lads. Hope you have a great day or night. And this was your favorite neighborhood hacker, censored hacker, signing off with a big banger. and one of my favorite songs of all time at this point, In the Wires, We Are the Ghost, created by us hackers for hackers to express hacking. Thank you so much, and a big bye!
In the wires, we're the ghost. Egos king, we rule the host. Masks on screens, we wear them proud. Silent hands inside the cloud. Flicker in the firewall glow. Name in red on a watch list road. Every trace that they think they own, we erase, turn it all to smoke. Hack the world, that's the dream. Pull the thread of the global seam. One small key, whole sky screams. Hack the world, the final scheme. Hack the world, feel it bend. Every closed gate starts to rend. From the core to the crack machine. Hack the world, the final scheme. Reach the system, break the code. Watch the virus overload. Black hood up, eyes run cold. Turn the silver into mold. 10 fake memes on a single wire. One small spark, whole grid on fire. Who owns what when the locks all fail? Who holds power when we lift the veil? Heartbeat sync with the scroll. Cursor dancing on the soul. All their walls built tall and proud. We just walk straight through the crowd. Hack the world, that's the dream. Pull the thread of the global seam. One small key, whole sky screams. Hack the world, the final scheme. Hack the world, feel it bend. Every closed gate starts to rend. From the core to the crack machine. Hack the world, the final scheme. Are you in or out tonight? Ride the edge or run from sight. When the curtain tears in two, will the ghost look back at you?